What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, coming at you again today with another daily trade review. Today, we are going to be reviewing two trades that we took on this horrible day of trading. That is only way that I can describe today is a horrible day of trading. And then another way I could describe it is that the market got its money back. I kind of got over on the market yesterday. If you watched that review, I took two trades that I should have stopped out on, and I didn't take my stop, and we let those trades play, just looking at the chart, and we made our daily gold and we kept it pushing. Today was it just was not a good day. When I sat down at the at my trading station, didn't really have a I guess a mind frame for trading. I'd actually been out working since about 5 in the morning out at my shop. I had some orders I had to get done. But came, sat down, seen what the market was doing. No real sense of direction on what I was going to be doing, and that should have been my first sign. Like, you might just want to take the day off, and we didn't. And we got in the market. First trade that we took was not really a good trade. We'll go ahead and get Trader View pulled up so we can be looking at this while I talk. But as we see, took two trades, closed P&L on the day 84. So we had reached our daily loss. And after taking those two trades, I was pretty much done. First trade was on the SPY. Second trade, supposed to have been on the SPY, but we see that it says Facebook. I had been looking at Facebook. I was going to take a trade. I had loaded the contract in the active trader. Didn't take the trade. Saw the SPY making a move. Was going to take the trade on the SPY. I didn't go and click the contract for the SPY, and Facebook was loaded in, and we bought two contracts. I bought one contract, I'm sorry, on Facebook, and I should have just got out of that flat or for whatever little loss that it was going to take, but stayed in this one for a while, trying to see if it could possibly, let's just make some money on it, and ended up rolling over, and we took that loss on it. But we'll go ahead and get Thinkorswim pulled up, and we will take a look and see what we were seeing this morning. So let's see. That first trade that we took was a call, and we got in that one at 9:40. Let's see where we would have been. So we would have been getting in right there, and we'll look at it, and then I'll show you where I stopped out. So this one here opened good. It opened strong. Pushed up, came back, testing the VWAP. Again, we got top and tails. I didn't even notice that when I was taking the trade, but we did have topping tails. Got resistance right here. So you should look for reasons not to take the trade. Top and tails, first reason not to take the trade. resistance. Second reason not to take the trade, because we don't have room to go to target. Now, sometimes you might get lucky and it'll bust right through this resistance, but based on those two things, I should not have taken this trade. So topping tails, resistance. But we take the trade here thinking it's going to bounce off of resistance. It is breaking the high of this candle. And we see it rolled on over. Getting in the trade right here. Stop right here. But let's see where we stopped out at. 944. Let's see where 944 is. Bam. That's where we stopped out at. Right there. So this is why I say the market is undefeated. It'll get its money back from you one way or the other. Bad trade, take the stop, whatever that stop might be. If we're looking at this and we say that this is maybe a little less than half of that move, we can assume if we stopped out for $64, that this stop right here probably would have been about $25, $25 to $30. I think we can all agree on that. But we did not take that stop. And when this came down to here, we were like, all right, cut bait and run. Just get out the trade. You already then blew through where you should have stopped out at. We're not going to try to do like we did yesterday and try our luck twice. So went on and got out right there for the $64 loss. And continued to look for more trades. Now, one thing that I did have going on this morning was that I thought that Thinkorswim was lagging. Thought I had a wicked lag. I would click, because when I get in trades, I use the buy to ask. I get in my option contracts on buy to ask. So I would click the buy to ask button. It would put my order on the active trader screen, but it would not trigger. So if you use Thinkorswim and you use the active trader, you know when you click one of the buttons, almost instantly it'll give you, if you have a cancel all button set up, it'll go ahead and make that button active. I would click buy ask, and it would take 2 seconds for that button to finally be active. And I would miss an entry. So I'd click. So several times I did try to take a trade and it wouldn't fill. And that should have been another sign. Like, okay, everything not firing on all cylinders. So, but we did take that $64 loss on that trade. Took the hard stop out, tried to use just the active trader to get us out of it, and we rode it all the way down and took that loss. And we'll go ahead and look at Facebook, which in TraderView, it's going to tell you that Facebook was the second trade, because it was the second trade. But this should have been on the SPY. So we'll look at it. We'll look at the entry on Facebook, and then we'll come back and look at the entry on the SPY. And I have no clue where I got in on this one, because I never looked at the chart, because this was not a trade that I wanted to be in. So on this one, we were getting in at 1019. So let's just look and see, would this have been a trade that I would have wanted to take? So look at where this thing is at. For one, we're running right into resistance. So that's definitely a no-no. And we look right there on that candle. It was perfect for resistance. This thing bounced off of the VWAP, made a good move. So this would have needed to rest a little bit, would have needed to kind of pull back. But we see it still made a move. So I should have just gotten out of this trade and took whatever little profit it was going to give me, because again, I shouldn't be in this trade. This was a bad trade. I shouldn't be in it. But we see it made the move. It came back, and I got out of the trade at 1038. So let's see where 1038 is at. So in this trade, I'm not supposed to be in the trade. Either get out flat, get out for this small profit, and go back to looking for a good trade. That's not what I did. Tried to salvage this trade. So tried to salvage it, see if we can try to get target out of it. It rolls over. I stop out, and I dropped the arrow there. Probably was right around here somewhere. Stopped out, and then look, it bounced and went on up a little higher again. So this possibly would have hit target up here had I just not got out of it. Because this one here, like I said, got out for a $20 loss. So that wasn't where the stop was at. I just was like, oh, it's rolling over. Let me get out of it. So bad trade all the way around. But let's look at the SPY chart. And so we saw on the Facebook chart where we got in at. Definitely was not a good entry. But it was not an entry I was wanting to get in off of that chart. So on the SPY, this is what we were looking at, and we were getting in at 1019. So we were getting in on this candle here, because we was getting in at 1019 and 50 seconds. So we would have been getting in right about the top. So I'm going to just drop that arrow there, remove that one. And this is what we were seeing. So first trade of the morning, and let's look at it on the 2-minute. So first trade, poor trade, shouldn't have taken it. Opened, came back, never tested VWAP because it failed it here. Came back, tried to test it. It failed it here. Pushed back up, tested it here, and it held. So here would have been a good entry down there, but got in here because it was breaking the high of this candle. And that's why we were getting in, because here, it's breaking the VWAP. Here is giving you confirmation that it's going higher because it's breaking the high of this candle. So breaking the high of this pivot, you can look at this as a pivot here, just with this little tail right here. So it's breaking the high of both of those pivots. So that should be making a move to go higher. And this is what we were looking at. We were looking at the SPY's chart, wanting to buy SPY contracts, and we purchased a Facebook contract. And once we got out of the Facebook contract, now we're down $84. My daily loss limit is 75. So my plan says if I lose $75 in this account, I am to quit trading. I've reached my daily limit, my daily loss limit. So I had hit $84 and I was done for the day. It's like, okay. I didn't even want to trade out of my other account at that point. I was just like, all right, let's regroup. Let's do this thing again on Monday. But let's look at what the SPY did. So we were getting in there. Let's look and see where we got out. So we got out at 1038. And again, we're not looking at the SPY chart, because this is based on, again, this was based on being in a Facebook contract. But so this basically had rolled back and then it took off. So again, like I said, this right here is insignificant because this was not the stock that the option was bought on. But look at what that did. And what we can do is let's look and see the first contract that we bought that was SPY. We'll go back over here and look. We're almost about at the same point of entry. So that first order that we bought here, we paid $5.49. So we paid $550. So we can assume had we took this trade, we would have paid approximately that same amount. And this move here most likely would not have made us hit target. We wouldn't have hit target, but our stop would have been down here below the low of this candle here. So on this pullback, we would not have stopped out, and this thing just ran. And let's see where this closed today. So we paid $549. This is March 440 call. So SPY March 440 call. It closed at $833 today. So almost $300. What's that? $280. And we would have bought 2 contracts. So not saying that I would have rode this all the way out, but I will say it's a good chance. I definitely would have rode it up to about here. I would not have held on to it through this pullback. Would not have held on to it through that pullback. So had that been the right contract in active trader, I can realistically say that that would have been a green trade, and that would have negated the first trade, because this move here definitely would have been more than what we lost on that first trade, and possibly could have regrouped. But we don't play possiblies. We play what we are dealt. Play that hand that we dealt. And that was the hand that we were dealt today. So red day. Let's go ahead and take a look at we'll take a look at Trader View real quick, and then we will shut it down. So let's see where we're at for the month. So on the month, we are up 386. This is slow grind month here. Slow grind month. It's green month, but definitely not the numbers that we want to see. Average daily gain, half of what we want to be at right now. Average winner, $60. That's good. Average loser is what's killing us. Our win-loss, 60-30, so that's good. But that's killing us. The losing trades. Largest gain, 169. That's good. Largest loss, 64. That's today's loser. Average hold time on the wins, 24. That's good. Average hold on the losers, 9 minutes. That's pretty good there. That's what we have been wanting to see. Single digits. Get out of those trades quick, because most times the trade will fail quick. So That's good to see there. Average hold time on the scratch trade 16, and we had one scratch trade. Let's see for year to date. So year to date, we're up $1,000. Average daily 65. February is killing us. Average winners, winning trade 69. That's good. Losers 64. Ouch. Wins to losses 65-31. That's decent. Got the one scratch trade. Largest gain 406. Excellent. Average loser 152 is a ouch. And now we come here, and this is for January, February. Average hold on a winner 30 minutes. It's good. Let it run. Try to maximize your gains. Average loser 31 minutes. That's the one there. Because like I said, if a trader's gonna lose, it's gonna fail on you quickly. If you stay in it that long, you are letting the trade lose. You are basically setting yourself up for failure. And that's how I look at that number. That's exactly how I look at it. 16 minutes again on the scratch. It's usually half. That's right at half. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. Thursdays has been the bad day this month. Mondays has been the good day, which usually Mondays, I used to say Monday was a bad day for me, but I guess not. Hours of performance, 10 o'clock seems to be that good hour. That's basically letting the first 15 minutes kind of do its thing, kind of let it smooth out. We see January made 727. So far this month, we've made 386 with what, 4 days? 3 days left. Taking no multi-days this month. And then we got intraday. And I think that's about it that I look for on this option side. So definitely got some studying to do. And we'll be back ready in the market on Monday. We'll be back ready on Monday to take it on. So hope you've enjoyed this review. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I do post a video. Like I said, I do my reviews daily. I'd like to start putting out some other videos, just kind of breaking down maybe my system. Again, like I said, I did have some issues today. I thought it was with Thinkorswim, but now I'm starting to more think that it was my computer that just was lagging something wicked. So we'll get that resolved and we'll be ready to go on Monday. So I hope y'all have a good weekend, as I am reviewing this on a Friday because today is a Friday. So if you're watching it the same day that I am reviewing, hope you have a good weekend. If you're catching it at a later time, whatever time of the day it is, I hope you're having a good one. And we will be back at it again on Monday. Peace.